Morning.
Morning.
Hello.
Hi, friend. Please take a seat. Should we check if we've got an email?
Yes, let's do it.
Let's see. Okay, we've got one. Look at the title. Was my virtual boy real? Hi, Oobah and Nella. I'm Shan, a 20-year-old gamer from London. I was in an online relationship with a guy called Tom, who I met in the Metaverse 14 months ago.
What?
We had a great time together and even confessed our love for each other. Unfortunately, we broke up. Tom and I have helped each other through some dark days. We've remained in touch, but recently I've become suspicious that he might not be who he said he is.
As long as I keep dreaming on, I keep dreaming, I keep dreaming on, I keep
There have always been things that didn't add up. This guy had a huge impact on my life, and I need to know what's real and what's not. That's why I really need your help, Shan.
never let go, and keep dreaming on.
I'm pretty clueless when it comes to like this metaverse stuff. Do you know much about it?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, I guess it's like a reality that you can live in that's virtual.
Like, how does dating in the metaverse work?
Yeah. All right. Let's call Shan.
Yeah, 100%.
Hello.
Hey!
Hi.
How's it going?
Oh my God, your setup is amazing.
Thank you.
So yeah, just tell us a little bit more about yourself then.
So I game for a living. Like I love playing consoles, which is why like when I went into lockdown, I was like, oh, I should get a VR.
So the metaverse, you put on a headset and then you basically see a virtual reality.
Yeah, like you can go into so many different worlds.
So, tell us a little bit more about Tom.
This was my first ever online relationship. We kept kind of going on these little virtual reality dates, going to like the cinema, watching movies. And then before we knew it, like we moved over to a voice call.
Wow.
So, you've heard his voice?
Yeah.
What does he sound like?
To be fair, because he's from Belgium, like I thought he would have a Belgian accent, but he actually sounds like kind of British.
I'm from Belgium, hello.
Really?
Yes, I was born and raised in Brussels. Okay, so how did he make you feel, like, as a boyfriend?
He made me feel great. Like, he was actually so lovely. Like, he cared about my problems. He would compliment me all the time. At my uni, they told us we weren't allowed to leave our bedrooms because of lockdown during COVID. I was getting no socialization. Like, we'd literally just, like, hop in the VR and we'd just hang out. He was a massive part of my life. And that was my kind of, like, coping mechanism at the time.
Oh, my God. Okay, so who broke up with who, if you don't mind me asking?
So he told me he'd gone to sleep, but I got a tip off from a friend that he was in VR with another girl. So I joined the worlds and they were like hugging in VR and I was like, what is going on here? It was like heartbreaking. I was like, why would you do this?
Okay, so do you still have love for him?
I think a part of me will always care about him.
Have you guys ever video called with each other?
So we did once, but it was very pixelated and it was very hard to see him. Like, I don't know clearly what he looks like.
Is it weird for like someone who's that serious of a gamer to have such a bad camera?
Yeah.
I did think so.
And you also mentioned in the email that there's a couple things that don't add up.
So he wouldn't meet. Like, at first it was the lockdown excuse. And then I offered to go to Belgium and he was still like kind of dodging it.
So you were like working hard to make this work?
Yeah, like I really liked him. I've kind of like steered away from relationships since then.
Do you think there's any way it could still be romantic?
I mean, who knows?
Right, okay.
It would be nice to just get closure knowing that he is who he said he was.
Whereabouts are you based? In London?
Just North London.
I feel like we need to come and see you.
Okay, I know a like gaming hangout if you guys wanted to come.
Of course.
I'll send you the address.
Okay, see you soon.
See you in a
Thanks.
bit.
Bye.
Bye. I feel like we've never had anything like this before.
This is new territory for us.
She got cheated on, hence why she broke up with him.
And she hasn't been able to date since.
Yeah, 100%. Should we head off?
Let's do it.
All right, Mr. Professional Passenger. Let's go.
I don't want the voices in my head to tell me no. Tonight I'm giving in to letting go.
Are you feeling Metaverse curious now?
100%. I do feel like the Metaverse is a place where people are gonna be getting catfished a lot. Is that catfish heaven?
Right.
I don't care if anybody says I told you so.
We're pulling up now.
Here we go.
Righty.
Let's go.
Hello. Hi,
Hey.
Shan.
outfit.
Thank you.
How's it going? Nice to meet you. So how did this all start then with Tom?
So one day I was playing VR with my friend Nat, and I joined her, and she was with Tom in a private world, and they started arguing. My first impression is like, wow, he seems like a dick. He's kind of yelling at my friend. And then one day I was playing on my own at like 4 a.m. and I get a request and I hear the voice. And I'm like, oh my God, that's that guy who was yelling at my friend. So I was like, okay, like I'll speak to him, get his side, because I kind of stopped being as close with that friend.
Nah.
Yeah. And then out of nowhere, he's just like, oh, do you want to play golf with me?
He asked you on a date on the first conversation.
Yeah. We started calling for hours every night, sometimes like 9 hours, like literally falling asleep on the phone together. Life kind of sucked at the time for both of us, I think, so we kind of like bonded over that. We just suddenly got this like intense relationship all of a sudden.
How did you guys become a couple? Like, did he ask you to be his girlfriend?
He just out of nowhere said that he loved me. And I was like, you know what, I kind of feel the same.